Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel and the Gunsmith series. This time Gunsmith part 3 is up, the one with the MP5. And as we've always done, we won't waste any of your time and we'll get right into the build. So for Gunsmith part 3, the first of the more complicated ones, quite a few parts to build depending on how depending on how you go about this, and there is several ways. We'll talk about them, we'll build it first, then I'll show you some alternatives. That you're gonna need a 50 round mag, the MP5 SD, which we'll build either by buying some parts, but it's got to be under 4 kilograms, sighting range of more than 200, ergo above 45, not 45 or above. It has to be above 45, so 46 essentially. Suppressor, tactical flashlight, all of that kind of goodies. So let's dive right in and get her built. Okay, so first let's talk about parts. All of these parts up here, all 4 of these, the handguard, the SD upper, the suppressor, and the tri-ring trail mount can all be bought off of Peacekeeper Loyalty Level 2. So I highly recommend you wait at least till then. Most of them are pretty cheap. The suppressor is the only one that's kind of expensive at 268 bucks. The handguard's only 55, and the upper's $79. And then the tri-ring, let me find it here real quick, it's kind of hard to see sometimes, is 43. Again, all of these are on Loyalty Level 2 Peacekeeper. Now there is an alternative. You can, if you have him too, and you get the task scrap metal, which is you got to go to Shoreline and plant some markers on tanks, you can actually buy the full SD from him, or off a mechanic Loyalty Level 1 there is a barter for the SD, but it's really expensive. So Nixers are running like 80, 90, 100k. I guess if you have a non-found and raid one, great. You got Cyclones that are pushing 80, 90k, and then magnets that are anywhere from 15 to 30k. So that barter's there. This will get you almost all of the way there. If you do this, the only 3 things you need is a flashlight, a mag, and the tri-ring. So there's just a couple of options there for the parts. Now the mag itself, again, you can buy this off the flea market if you're at 15. It's really expensive. You can save a little bit of money by coming to Peacekeeper and bartering for a fuel conditioner, or find one in raid obviously and use it that way. And then for flashlights, I have this GTL Glock flashlight that I'm going to use. All it has to be is less than 2 ergo, negative 2 ergo or less. So -1, -2, it'll work that way. So let's put this together real quick. It's pretty straightforward. You take the upper off, make sure you pull this sight, this back sight, this drum rear sight off, and then the stock, and that's just going to sell. Oh yeah, don't forget to take the mag out too. All right, so we got our little MP5 base part. You take the upper, you drop it on there, suppressor, handguard, stock, drum mag, put on your tri-ring mount. There's your 50, and then your ring, and boom, we got our yellow check mark. Now, just real quick, I want to show you guys how almost all of these different lights, you can see the stats up here. We're watching the ergo number. All of these different flashlights keep you above that 45, so you're good. But the second you go to a ring mount, so we're going to go here. This is going to put us at 47. And then if we put a flashlight on, now we're at 45. So that's why it won't work. So keep that in mind. Stick with a regular flashlight, just a cheap one. There's lots of them out there. Find them, slap them on. You're good to go. All right, so as is the deal, we'll turn this in together so you guys see there was no funny business. We got the yellow check, and off we go. Turned it in, completed, and we'll get Gunsmith Part 4, which stay tuned for that, because that is the first time. This is the first new one we got with patch 13. It's the first time we have that in SKS. So with that, we'll wrap it up. Remember, right up here to go to the next for Gunsmith Part 4, which is the SKS, and we'll see you guys there. Thanks for watching.